Have I told you I love you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Chico, what's going on? I'm good, man. I'm good. Hopefully you're well. We'll start in a few minutes. Let's get everybody in here first. Lately, have I told you I love you? Lately, have I told you to me? Let Instagram know we're live. Good morning, good morning. That's good. Glad to hear. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I want to get this market review portion out of the way. Apologize. Phone was literally dead last night. I woke up mad confused. It was bright as hell outside, and that's when it hit me. So we got back from our little family vacation trip yesterday, and we're all pretty tired. Went straight to bed, and then I put my phone on the charger, so my alarm did not wake me up. But appreciate all the concerns. Appreciate all the, everybody making sure I'm good. I'm good. Nothing bad happened. Was literally just asleep the entire time. So I apologize for that. I try to be timely, and I try to start the live stream the same time every day. But we weren't gonna live trade today anyway. But regardless, I apologize for being late and not being on time. I'll try my best to be better. So full accountability, and let's get to it. So appreciate your patience. I'm sure, hopefully I didn't ruin anybody's schedule who are waiting on me too long. But we're back. So what we're going to do today is we're going to tape read the lunch hour. Now lunch starts at 11:30. 2-hour window, 11:30 to 1:30. We're probably going to go 11:30 to 1. It really depends on the price action. We had a nice expansion during the morning. So we'll see what we get in the PM. Beautiful, beautiful buy day. Had I traded today, remember, even if I was on time, I was not streaming today. Day after a bank holiday, I was going to come out here publicly anyway. But beautiful, beautiful longs, and we're going to talk about why. And I saw some people in the Discord shorting. They're looking for lower prices, and we're going to review why that was not ideal for today. Okay, so here on the daily chart, and let me go ahead and record this. But here on the daily chart for NASDAQ, okay, we highlighted these two fair value gaps here. And I said ideally, okay, best case scenario, this is the fair value gap that I like to take us higher. And I prefer this to stay open because I'm treating that as a breakaway gap. Okay, so here and here, that's the fair value gap. That's the range that I didn't want to see traded to at all. However, we traded into it on Friday. Whenever we trade into a breakaway gap, a fair value gap that I'm anticipating to stay open, I need immediate feedback, okay? Because my thought process is we shouldn't even be down here, okay? We should not be spending time down here. This needs to act like rocket fuel and get us up out of there, okay? Because this ideally should stay open. So breakaway gap, we traded into it Friday. Next trading day, I need an immediate reaction out of that, okay? I don't need us to reach consequent encroachment. We shouldn't be coming down to the bullish order block. As soon as we trade into that, we need to go. Okay, we're seeing that with today's trading. It says Tuesday because obviously yesterday was a holiday. So we rally up, down close candle. is a bullish order block if we're in a buy program. Okay, for those in the Discord, I know not everybody's in the server, but for those in the Discord, I sent out that same thing applies to this week in regards to our weekly forecast. That's why I didn't make a new weekly forecast. We're looking for the same exact price level as a draw, this fair value gap here. We have clean buy side. Daily chart, these two daily highs, that's too smooth. And right above that is our target that we were looking for last week that we fell short of. Okay, that SIBI. So we have a couple factors aligned here on the daily chart. We drop down into a breakaway gap. We're expecting immediate feedback. Okay, this small little retracement does not shift our does not shift our bias bearish. Okay, simple retracement, that's fine. We're highlighting discount PD arrays that we're expecting a reaction from. So we have buy side, we have our drawn liquidity, and we just traded into a breakaway gap. Our bias is bullish longer term. Down close candle in a buy program is a bullish order block. So I'm taking that and I'm drawing it through. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. And I have my sessions on. The orange, faded orange you see is the 9:30 to 10 o'clock opening range. And this window is from 9:30 to 11 o'clock. All right, so we trade down. Let's take this off for a second so we can see. So we trade down here at 9:30. This is the Judas swing. Now, obviously, it's going to sound like hindsight because I wasn't streaming this morning. I wish I would have, because this would have been beautiful price action to walk through. But we open at 9:30, trade down. Everybody's chasing this going short. Okay, for those who watch me stream every day, privately in Discord, you always hear me say, I don't want to chase that initial move going lower because that's a Judas swing. Okay, we're trading down to a bullish order block. As soon as we do that, I'm looking for higher prices. Okay, I'm not looking for a draw towards the midnight open. I'm not looking for a sell side. I want higher prices because we're expecting a reaction off of that. This right here alone is too smooth. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. All right, inversion fair value gap. Again, this is your 9:30 open here. Right there. So this is your 9:30 open. Trade up higher a little bit, trade down. We are not chasing that. I don't care about this fair value gap. That is not a shorting opportunity. Okay. Bullish order block, the body's respecting it. Look how much damage we ran on the sell side. This low here, taken out. This low here, taken out. This low here, taken out there. This low, taken out here. 9:30, one more time, does damage. Takes out the sell side, trades into the bullish order block. And we also have an old new week opening gap in here as well that we traded into. I'll go put it on for completeness sake. But on the weekly chart, new week opening gap from March 3rd. If you draw that through and go back to a 5-minute chart, that's the high of the new week opening gaps. Let's take this off. Let's take the midnight open off so we can really see it. That's the high, consequent encroachment, the low. So there's a few things happening here that indicates bullishness, higher prices, okay? Bullish order block, check. We're trading down into the new week opening gap. We fail to reach the midnight open. We fail to reach consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. Okay, we trade higher. At this time at 9:30, when we trade lower, we're beneath the 9:30, 8:30 opening. Okay, we're in a discount. I don't want to see us trade down to the midnight open because we're breaching and trading deeper into that bullish order block on the daily chart. That doesn't make sense, okay? Fair value gap here in a 5-minute. We're going to transpose that down to a 1-minute chart. SIBI, trade it all the way through.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I said SIBI, not Siri. Okay. Goodness gracious. SIBI, 5-minute chart. We close above it, and as candle opens, trades down. That's your long. That's your silver bullet setup on a 5-minute chart. Clean buy side. Clean buy side here. All right, Siri tripping. It's too early for all this. Well, not really. I slept in. 1-minute chart. Some detail here. So for those in the Discord, you can already see what this is. 7 a.m. ATM model. Okay, sell side taken. Drop down. What are we looking for? Buy side. There it is. Let's take out this 5-minute inversion fair value gap for a quick second. Are we looking to short this fair value gap? Are we looking to short this fair value gap? Absolutely not. We're trading down into so much support factors on a higher time frame, the bullish order block on the daily chart, the new week opening gap. Okay, we open at 9:30 here, short term pop, and then we trade down. Everybody's chasing this. This is your Judas swing. Now's a good time to slap this back on. And this back on. So here's the first 30 minutes of trading. When we do this here, that's a trap. That is a trap. Okay. Inversion fair value gap. Why am I using this one as an inversion fair value gap and not this one? Well, clearly this was used to take us lower momentarily once we get back above it. And it sounds like hindsight, but we've been taking a lot of inversion fair value gap setups in Discord, actually. It's something I've been noticing. I've been looking at all my thumbnails on YouTube and Instagram, and I feel like the past month has just been like inversion fair value gaps, but that's just kind of been a theme. We close above the inversion fair value gap here. Next candle opens, trades down. That's my buy. That is your buy ahead of the 950 to 1010 macro. And then if we put on the 5-minute inversion fair value gap, you can see we trade to it there. That was your entry on the 5-minute chart. Did I learn inversion? No, I learned inversion fair value gaps from ICT. 5-minute entry, trades down, consequent encroachment of the wick, buy side dodgy, the disrespect. And then buy side, clean, quadruple top. That's way too smooth in a market that's already predisposed to go higher. That's it. And then we fall into consolidation after hitting that buy side. Okay. So hopefully that market review made sense. Okay. We trade down at 9:30, get everybody chasing it. We're not looking to short these. What is this going on here? Okay. We're not looking to short these inefficiencies in here. We want us to get above these fair value gaps. A lot of people ask, how do you know it's not going to keep going lower? All the factors we outlined. How do you choose the right inversion fair value gap? Well, if we used it as a resistance factor here, if I'm bullish, once we close above it, that next candle trade down, hit it, that's my buy. And then this is where you hear me say, okay, we have that 5-minute inversion fair value gap. We open on this candle, trade down. I don't want to see us trade to the lower half, and then we run away. And then I would highlight the wick, trade down, run away. And then I highlight this fair value gap, and I'll say, okay, I want to see that stay open. We have a minor consolidation, sideways ranging. We leave that consolidation, leave a fair value gap. I'll say, okay, I want to see this treated as a breakaway gap. And that's when you'll see me walk it through and do the whole shebang. But I wouldn't have traded today, admittedly, because it was going to be a tapering stream anyway. But that's the logic. My entry is at 946. Partial here. Clean, quadruple top there. And remember, longer term on a weekly chart, we're looking for this. Or on a daily chart, sorry. So that is the AM session. Okay, market review, classic buy day, Judas swing at the open, trading into support factors, higher time frame PD arrays, inversion fair value gap. Beautiful rally, one directional. Beautiful. So hopefully that helps for those who may have took losses or not understood why we're seeing this move here. There's your review for the AM. So we have about 7 minutes till lunch. Again, lunch starts at 11:30. It is possible we could just stall around. We had a nice expansion during the AM. What I'm kind of looking for is a possible continuation, but I would like to see a run on sell side first. So we have a 15-minute fair value gap here. I wouldn't mind seeing NASDAQ trade down into the 15-minute fair value gap, okay, into this old order flow here and offer support to take us higher, because if we do that on a 15-minute chart, what that's doing is sweeping out sell side trailed sell stops on a 1 minute. So preferably in a market that's trending and still predisposed to go higher through lunch, I would like to see something like this occur. And then we continue. I wouldn't want us to just continue higher into the PM session. I would want us to clear up some sell side first, trade into a higher time frame PD array like a 15-minute fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap, order block, things of that sort. And then we get a rally. So this is something that I'm going to be anticipating going into lunch. And we'll go from there. Apex is doing a 90% off Memorial Day sale. And I think I have. I'm still kicking myself that I missed the morning stream, because that would have been a perfect tape reading walkthrough. But the review is the next best thing. 1 second, guys. And truthfully, I probably would have traded it off camera on my funded account, probably. But yeah, Apex is doing 90% off until the 28th. I think that's what the email said. I think that's what he sent me. On the 28th, I believe. So it's not only today. Let me see. I'm not good with all this stuff. There we go. So we're going to tape read lunch. Let's go ahead and clear the chart off now. Well, I'll leave that on in case people join late. They can kind of see the business. But let's get some of this out of the way. Take that off. Take that off. So lunch starts in about 4 minutes. We'll just sit tight. And then we'll see what we get. Never trading ES again. What did ES do today? Oh, ES was saying. ES was clean too. Inversion fair value gap. Yeah, ES was clean buy side. But Nasdaq is cleaner in my opinion. How can I join the premium? There's nothing to talk about Discord, mind you. How can I join the premium? Oh, I don't have the thing set in the chat. 1 second. Usually I have the thing popped up. Okay. The Discord's pinned in the Discord is listed in the description of this live stream, but I just now pinned it to the chat room, to the top of the chat. How many call-outs? I don't do call-outs. It's not signals, but you do watch me trade. You see all my executions. Last week, I think we went 3-1. We went 3-1 last week. And they were like all inversion fair value gap setups. That might be my PD array, I guess, for this month. Discount code for Apex C trades, and you should get 90% off all account sizes and everything. So that's a steal, whoever wants to get that. It ends on the 28th, I believe. All right, let me look at the chat because I was yapping during the review. Let me scroll up. Would you take partials at the first buy side? Yes. I'm taking up entry at 946, partial at buy side, taking off maybe 2/3. If I have 10 contracts on, I'm taking off 7, leaving 3 on for the buy side. Did you trade today? No, I don't trade after bank holidays or the day after a bank holiday. Most times. Not a charter student. Just learn from ICT's YouTube channel. Let's see. Only pay with crypto. I think crypto is only acceptable for lifetime. You could, because WAP, the website that I run business through, they don't take like monthly crypto payments. They only take one-time payments with crypto. But last week was good. Last week was real good. I had my largest trading day, $4,000 in one day. And for the week, I think I finished up almost $6,000 if you count the funded account. Yeah, almost $6,000 last week. About $2,000 in real funds, and then $4,000 in prop firm. All right, lunch is about to start. Let's go ahead and clear some of this off. We're going to start with a blank canvas. And we're going to do a top-down analysis. So let's start from scratch because I don't use the midnight opening price. And I didn't flip my opinion on prop firms, but they gave me the account for free. And I would never decline a free gift. So new week opening gap. Okay, we're trading near the high end of it. This is from Monday, May 19th. We're going to draw that out. Let's go to a daily chart. The daily order block is from May 23rd. Friday, May 23rd is previous day's candle, that opening price. That was the one we used in the market review. All right. So not really much to analyze. I'm still looking at the clean buy side here as a draw. Could we get that today? It could happen, especially at the PM session. If we see a run on sell stops during lunch, I think that can set up a continuation in the PM, and I think that can be likely on the table for today. 15-minute chart. All right, fair value gap. It's fine if we trade into it a little bit. It's better if we don't, but if we want to do a small little stab, take out that low. I like the bodies here as well. I wouldn't be against seeing this fair value gap traded to as long as it's not a deep retracement. Wouldn't want to see the order block traded to or this small inefficiency there. It's better for that to remain open. Five-minute chart. A little bit of consolidation. High of the new week opening gap. 1 minute. Oh. And we'll just sit tight here. Or I'll just do this. That's pretty much free at this point. This morning session is so clean. I hate to have missed it, but the market review might have been better for some people because we can actually slow down and look at everything instead of, you know. Very, very clean. Is it 90 off per month? I think it's 90% off the first month. Let me check he sent the email to me. Let me see. Cause I did check the, let me get the details right. APEC 90% off, starts 5 p.m. on the 26th, ends May 28th at midnight. Okay, it's 90% off all size evals. Is 90% off the first month, and it's 50% off all the other months. Yeah. 1 day pass, $40 resets. Yeah, that's what he said. Can you show executions on Discord live trades? They're pretty much all on the channel. I show them. If you're asking if I show them, yes, I show them live. But me see. 1 second. I think. There we go. Can y'all see this? No. Let me adjust this real quick. There we go. I don't feel like logging into my broker and stuff on TradingView, but last week. This was Monday. I forget what day this was. This one's kind of sloppy because I got stopped out because my entry is a little high, but it was a re-entry. And then this one we took on stream. This was Thursday. Inversion fair value gap. This was this same exact setup that formed on the bank holiday on Monday. We're shorting the inversion fair value gap, taking out buy side. That was a fun trading day. That was the prop firm. There's another inversion fair value gap. Oh, this one. It's literally, I think this is becoming kind of my favorite setup when we're above the midnight open, above the 8:30 open. We run out buy side, inversion fair value gap. It's just really easy to anticipate this fair value gap to fail. And then I just, these setups, I shorted as we're just breaching consequent encroachment, not waiting for the closure, return back to it. I'm shorting as we're crossing into it because once we run that buy side and if we're in a deep premium like that, it's just like on a silver platter. The same thing was here, just shorting once we're trading to consequent encroachment of the fair value gap, not waiting for the return back to it. Because after we clear out the buy side, we're above the midnight open, above the 8:30 open. This fair value gap is so likely to fail, and it just runs through it, uses it as resistance, stays in the lower half. So that's why and this is the final hour macro, but it's the same thing. Buy side gets stopped out here, but this fair value gap, after we take out the buy side, if I'm confident in the drawn liquidity, I'm just shorting inside of the bullish fair value gap. I'm not waiting because I would have missed this setup. If you wait for the closure, come back to the inversion fair value gap, you wouldn't get it. So just selling inside of it is something I've been doing a lot. But on the right here, this was Memorial Day. I mean, just bread and butter, buy side taken, and this is that same exact setup. Fair value gap after clearing out the buy side. I know this is bootleg footage, but I sent this to the group yesterday when I was on the trip. Equal highs, we clear that out. You're anticipating this fair value gap to fail, okay? And we're above the midnight open, above the 8:30 open. You can short just inside of this, stop loss above the high, comes down, fair value gap, breaks down, fair value gap. Sell side. And I let them know this is literally the same setup we've been taking for the past couple of weeks. Very clean. All right, let's go back to the charts. Yeah, bootleg footage. We'll deal with that later. But same price action. It's the same thing. So take that logic, how the fair value gaps are failing after you run out that buy side. I want you to take that same logic and apply it to what we covered in today's market review. Okay, remember, we're already bullish. We're looking for higher prices. Remember, we traded down. I'm just eyeballing, by the way, but we traded down into the bullish order block here. And remember, we had the new week opening gap, and we failed to reach the consequent encroachment of it. So this fair value gap, if I'm expecting it to fail, I'll just buy it right there. As we're trading through its midpoint, just go ahead and be a buyer, expecting this low to stay in place, and you'll get a really good entry. And there's nothing wrong with getting entry here or here. That's all solid. You said PM stream. I couldn't wait, man. I couldn't wait till 1:30. And plus, I want to do like a market review kind of thing. I'm just hoping our price action isn't too wonky because we had a nice expansion in the AM. So I don't want us to kind of go into a range for the entire consolidation, but 941, 945 long, tier 1, yep. 946. Nothing, 940, anything in here. Yeah, tier 1. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's a trade where I'm coming out tape reading publicly on YouTube, but on my monitor, I'm taking that on the funded account or whatever. But I probably won't trade that till the final hour macro or just tomorrow. What are your thoughts on trading CFDs? I mean, obviously futures are better, but CFDs are the next best thing if you're not in the US. I'm not going to say trade CFDs if you're in the US because I believe it's illegal. I have my eyes on the sell side here. If we run out these lows, then I'll be observing, see how we respond, how we react. Because in a trending market, I would favor a sell side taken specifically during the lunch hour. See if we have buy side. Any targets. Like this double top. And this may be asking for too much for today. Not saying we have to, but I mean, that's just obvious. Just way too smooth. When do you abandon Tremaine's model during silver bullet? When do you abandon? I mean, it's, to be honest, the Tremaine's model, I do trade it, but I'm focusing more on just price action. 90% must pass in one day. No, you can pass however long it takes, but there's no minimum trading days. I mean, if you want to pass the Apex thing in one day, you can. But like, I'm not going in trading specifically saying, okay, I'm looking for Tremaine's model or I'm looking for the New York ATM model. Like, I'm looking for the silver bullet model. I don't go in looking for something specific as far as a model. I'm just really trading price. But I have narrative. That's my model, if you want to say that, narrative. So if I'm seeing that we're trading into a discount, into a daily bullish order block, new week opening gap, all those things, I don't care what I used to get in. It could be an order block, down close candle. It could be a small fair value gap. It could be a volume imbalance, inversion fair value gap, mitigation. It could be anything. You know, whatever PD array, because all of those PD arrays make sense. If you require a market structure shift before getting long, then you would wait for this high to get taken out, and then you would trade a fair value gap, a volume imbalance, inversion fair value gap, whatever. That's your model. If you trade turtle soup, then you can go long anywhere in here based on whatever criteria you have laid out. It could be consequent encroachment of a wick. As long as it fits the narrative, then I'm comfortable getting in. And I think that's more important than having a set model. A model is good in the beginning because you need those rules, absolutely. Absolutely. But eventually, it's more fun to trade, and it's more, I feel like it's better for your psychology when you don't have a model. And that sounds crazy, but I mean, in terms of, you know where price is going, you're already profitable, it's more freeing to know that you can get in on anything. As long as you have the skill set to understand the drawn liquidity, premium discount, Judas swing, you know where people are getting trapped, you can get in, you could flip a quarter and whatever, you know, roll a dice. If I land a 5, I enter on a fair value gap. If I land a 2, I get in on a breaker, and you know, the entry really doesn't matter. The narrative, drawn liquidity, that's what's really important. And it's better for psychology because you're never really going to miss out on any moves unless the trade forms outside of your time window. But if you can get in with 4, 5, 6 different PD arrays, then that really removes all the FOMO, and it's just way more fun to trade that way when you don't have a specific model that you're following. A plus setup for me would be this. Any setup that I take, I feel like it's an A plus setup. Even if it's a loser, I don't press the button unless I feel like it's an A plus setup. But it would be what we just covered in the Discord. Those would be my A plus setups. It's literally something like this. I think this was the cleanest setup I've taken in a while, simply because everything's aligned. Everybody knows I'm big on opening prices. So for above the midnight and 8:30 open, that's a checklist if you want to call it that. 7 a.m. I love annotating 7 a.m. If we run out that buy side post 7 a.m. and we're above the opening prices, that's even better. Only thing that will make this, I guess, if you want to call it A++ setup, is if my bias was bearish. I'm shorting against my daily bias, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that because intraday we're in a premium. But weekly, daily chart basis, I'm bullish. But if I was bearish on the daily and we're above both these opening prices and we run out that buy side that formed after 7 a.m. and we have relative equal lows, and my entry comes above both of those opening prices, that's an A++ setup for me. That this is my ideal. This is what I want. These are old, but that's the best example I could find. We turn models into patterns, absolutely. I get people sending DMs of like, can you check my trading plan? Can you review my trading plan? And I see the price action. There's nothing to talk about in price right now. It's stalling, which is reasonable after the expansion we've seen. If something interesting happens, then I'll talk about it. But they'll send me DMs like, can you review my trading plan? And I look at it, and it's like 5 pages long. And I'm like, dude, I don't know how you can trade with that much required criteria. Like, you need so many things to be in the chart just for you to press the button. That would trip me up. Like, that's why I think ICT says your trading plan should fit on the back of a business card. Like, it should just be a sentence or two. There you go. Like, it should not be a whole, like, essay, because that's just not how it works. By the time you finish going through your trading plan, the setup already left. Like, it's too late. How much caffeine do you drink before trading? None. I don't drink coffee. Really, all I have next to me is just a bottle of water. That's it. A bottle of water or like a protein shake, but I don't need caffeine. They got me trimming on the downside over the weekend. The ATM model. I was supposed to come out with a teaching last week, I think, but I didn't have the time. It's something we've covered in the Discord for the past month or so. It's similar to the ATM model in Asia, but it's specific to the timing and the liquidity pools from the New York session. But I have the rules and all that. I have to film that separate video, but I don't feel like doing all the drawings and explaining here. Why you trade NQ? I just like NQ. It's faster. I used to trade S&P. Nothing wrong with ES. I traded it last week, was it, for the ICT challenge thing? But NQ is just faster. It's more volatile. It just fits my personality more. I was gonna say something. For those in the server, core content notes. I believe we're on episode 3. I think that episode's an hour long. I have to double check, but I'm gonna try to have 3 and 4 uploaded this week so we can get some studying in. We do have our webinar tomorrow. Okay, remember our webinars are on Wednesdays, not Sundays. So Wednesday afternoon, we will actually, I think it's a live back testing. It may be a live back testing session tomorrow afternoon. We don't have anything on Sundays anymore for the duration of the server. Okay, so tomorrow, 1:30 live back testing. Some more notes will be sent out throughout the remainder of the week from the core content. And I think that's it. I think we're just going to end this one, have it a short stream. I missed the morning fun with the rally in the AM, but it's nothing I can do. I was likely not going to trade it anyway. So, what else? Housekeeping stuff. Yes, I am trading tomorrow. Discord, obviously. For those in the server, we're trading Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me check the economic calendar before I say stuff, because I haven't even looked at the economic calendar for this week. What's it looking like? We have FOMC. That's meeting minutes tomorrow. Don't really care about that. High impact news Thursday, Friday, 8:30. All right, should be nice. Nice. Yeah, live trading tomorrow in Discord, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we'll close off the week there. NVIDIA earnings tomorrow. That may make the morning session a little lethargic, but we'll see how it looks. How many trades do you take a week? I feel like on week I take an average 3 to 4 trades. 3 to 4 trades a week. I feel like maybe 5 trades a week, but that's pushing it. On average, I feel like it's 3 to 4. It's usually like 2 trades on my live personal account, then 1 or 2 trades on paper. If I finish on my live account early, then I'll switch to a paper account and we just trade on paper. So 3 to 4, which is what? 12 to 16 trades per month. That's kind of my average. I'm just going to do a Q&A for a while because I was late this morning. So price action's a little slow for right now, so I'm just reading the chat. Do you backtest using? I just backtest using TradingView. The replay mode is all I need. But honestly, that's why I recommend everybody have their own screenshots, because I do most of my back testing / like journaling in the Discord and the review, because I keep all the daily screenshots from the morning session in the Discord. Like, that's not just for those people in there. Like, I use it myself because there's literally thousands of screenshots from every morning, and it's just easier to backtest that way, because when you backtest on TradingView, you have to annotate all the PD arrays and the opening prices and put your daily levels on and observe what you see. But when you just go to, because sometimes, and I'll just have it on my phone, but I'll just go here, and these are all the morning sessions, and I can go back. Like, let's say we're approaching, what's a holiday? Like, let's say 4th of July is coming up. I'll go all the way to July, and I'll say, okay, what did the price action look in July or whatever? Or let's say, like, when we get to October was like my worst trading month ever last year. October 2023, man. But now I have data from October, so when we get to October, November this year, I'll go back to October 2023, and I'll just study price action. So I don't really backtest that much in TradingView anymore, because I just have screenshots here, and they already have the opening prices. I can see, which days are likely to be choppy. If I want to backtest all the Mondays, I just go to every single Monday and, how are Mondays looking. So whenever I want to backtest or go through old price action, I really just use this channel. It's just quicker because I don't have to slap all the drawings on again. And then Market reviews. For anybody who wants to backtest, I recommend doing your own market reviews because in my opinion, that's like, it's just helpful. So for anybody who's seen the way I do market reviews and like I put them in PDF format, I recommend like making your own. It's great practice. It's time consuming a little bit, but like it's like muscle memory and it really helps. Really like notes unless our macro takes off consistently. There's been a lot of setups during the final hour, especially the past 2 weeks. You just have to know what you're looking for. How are you so disciplined? Find myself getting distracted. I mean, you really just gotta lock in, man. Like, I don't know. You just gotta lock in. You gotta, you know, you'll become disciplined if you want it bad enough. If you really want it, you'll find a way to overcome yourself. It'll take time, but you just gotta get out of your own way eventually. I may have to make a separate video, a sit-down video covering that. Just lock in. But in expansion days, prices are traced high turn POA. Does this indicate tweaking my strategy? You just gotta accept you can't trade everything. And there's probably things in the chart that you're not seeing, which is why you're missing moves, but that just comes over time. So if it doesn't retrace to one of your higher time frame levels, there's probably something you're not seeing as to why it shouldn't trade down to that level. Like when I say, okay, I want to see this fair value gap stay open, there will be people looking for that fair value gap to be traded to be used as a buy, and they'll just miss the trade. But that's just an understanding of breakaway gaps and momentum and order flow. So how long took it to be profitable? Couple years. But we have one more trading week left in the month. I didn't reach my 10K goal for the month. Well, it's kind of close if you count the prop firm, but I'm not even counting that because the profits I made in the funded account, I can't even withdraw. I have to create a $7,500 cushion, and then I could withdraw any profits after that. So I'm not even counting those profits because I can't withdraw them. But we'll see. We'll see if we can make 10K next month in June. Probably gonna try to just make 1,000 or whatever this week. Do something light, and then we'll see what June has for us. But I think we'll go ahead and end it here. I apologize again for showing up late. Hopefully the market review, if you tuned in late, we did a market review to start the stream. So if you want a recap of the morning session and where I would have liked to enter the trade and all that fun stuff, just rewind the live stream. We cover all the entries. We did a top-down analysis, higher time frame levels, all that stuff. I am streaming tomorrow privately. The rest of the streams this month will be privately in Discord because I'm live trading. I'm pressing buttons, so obviously that's only for those in the server. But that's it. If you're still trading, best of luck to you. If you took a loss, it's no big deal. Show back up tomorrow. If you took a dub, that's what I'm talking about. So should we get cleaner price action in the lunch hour and the PM, I'll do a market review. If not, then there will be no market review because we just reviewed the AM session here. But I'll keep you all updated. So love y'all, man. Again, apologize for being late. I'll make sure I'm on time. Matter of fact, I'll be early tomorrow. And Discord members, I'll see you in the stream at 9:15. All right? Peace.